Hello, hi everyone. So you can probably see that I am in my pyjamas. The builders are in, that's not a euphemism. They're actually in redoing the bathroom today, so I'm kind of a hostage in my own bedroom today, but I thought I'd be productive and do some of the videos that I've promised to do that I haven't done yet. So this one is a follow-up to my honest vlog about having dodgy skin, and I said that I would pass on any discoveries that I've found to be effective or have improved my skin over the years. So let's get cracking. First up, this is something I got from the doctors. It's a topical skin solution called Zynerit. Basically, it's got a little bit here that the liquid comes out of, and you rub it on your skin in the morning and at night. The first time I used this, it was just like a miracle. After just one use I could see a difference, and it pretty much cleared up my skin completely, and I didn't even have to wear foundation, which for me was a revelation. And everyone said, oh my god, you look so much younger and better, because I wasn't having to cake on everything. But alas, like most products, my skin got used to it and it became immune to its powers, and it gradually stopped working for me, sadly. But if you haven't tried Zynerit yet, then I definitely recommend you giving it a go. It has some great plus points about it. It's very easy to apply. It soaks into the skin really well, so you don't have to worry about if you want to apply makeup afterwards, because it doesn't affect that at all. In fact, it actually gives your skin a nice smooth base to add the makeup on. What are the other good advantages? Well, it worked. And it didn't take long to soak into the skin. A disadvantage is it's got a bit of a medical smell, and I know my boyfriend at the time, he didn't really like the smell when I put it on at night. He could smell it, because obviously our faces are quite close together when you're in bed and snuggling and stuff. So yeah, it's not a horrible smell, but it's just a definite medical smell. So that's that one. Another one that I've tried from the doctors more recently actually is one called Skinorren. Now this is more of a cream type solution that you put on twice a day. For me it didn't really do that much, and because of the creamy greasy texture it wasn't ideal in terms of a base for makeup and being able to apply makeup over the top of it. So I wouldn't really recommend this. That said, all our skin is completely different. We all kind of respond to different things, so give it a try. It might be a miracle treatment for someone else, but for me it didn't really do the job. Another thing that's not something you actually put on the skin, it's not a solution or anything, is going on the pill. There's certain pills that they know are particularly good if you suffer from acne, and the doctor can recommend you of those. And I found that it has improved my skin a bit whenever I've been on the pill. So that's something to look into. I personally haven't gone down the route of, you know, the really aggressive pills that you can take, the Eggleton and that sort of thing, just because I suffer with depression, and obviously there are lots of stories about how people that were on those strong medications, their mental health suffered, and because I've got some other illnesses and stuff, I didn't want to get on anything that would give me more symptoms, because I'm dealing with enough already. I don't need to worsen them. But obviously it works extremely well for other people. You can see from a lot of the videos on YouTube that these pills make a hell of a lot of difference for those that have really cystic acne and stuff like that. So worth looking into, but always do your research and make sure you've got all the information you need from the doctor. So another product that I tried many years ago when I was at uni that worked quite well was Dermalogica. Am I saying that right? It sounds weird today. But that whole brand was really good for me, particularly their cleansing washes. I found it didn't feel too drying, it didn't feel too aggressive. I've got quite sensitive skin, so anything that's really acidic kind of is not good for me, but it felt like it really cleaned, but it didn't do too much damage to the skin. The thing with that, at first, at that age, I thought it was really too expensive and I shouldn't be spending that much money on skincare products, but they always lasted for so long because they're really big bottles. So if the price tag does put you off, I'd say definitely give it a go, even if it's just once, to just see what it's like and see if it suits your skin, because I remember thinking that it was worth the money. So in terms of those really aggressive spots that are really red, that come up always when you've got something important to do, like, I don't know, whether it's your graduation ball or a really good party you've been looking forward to, a presentation or a date, they always seem to arise on those occasions, I guess because your body's stressed or worked up or something. But if you want something to calm it down, reduce that inflammation and the redness, then I found this Clinique anti-blemish solution to be pretty effective. Kind of the same nature as the Freederm ones, but I find this is the best one for me. Again, pricey Susan, but it works so well that I kind of can justify spending the money on it. And it's also a handy sized bottle, so you can just nip it in your handbag if you know you're going to spend a night somewhere else or go to your boyfriend's and you want to make sure you're still working on your angry spots while you're there. So yeah, thoroughly recommend that product, but be careful because it does dry the skin and you'll end up with little clusters of crunchiness, like little cornflakes on your skin, if you put too many layers on over a number of days. Try and space them out a little bit, maybe put on one dose every day or every other day, and that should be doing the trick. So after I wrote my revealing article for the Huffington Post about my acne and how it affected my life, I got a lovely email from the people at Proactive. This is quite a while ago now, and they sent me their whole, I guess you call it a regime. I was interested to try it because I've seen the Proactive infomercials for years now, because I'm an insomniac, so I've been awake watching them for hours sometimes, and I was always intrigued to see if it was good as the advert made it look. So I tried the products out. I've got to admit, the fact that it's such an extensive system and there's so many steps put me off because I'm quite lazy. But I persevered, and I in the end discovered what products were good for me and what weren't so much. The Renewing Cleanser, which is part one of their system, use in the morning and in the evening like an exfoliating kind of wash, and I found this great. The granules in it are so small and there's so many of them that you really feel like you're cleaning your skin. It feels like a vigorous clean, yet it doesn't feel abrasive or harsh on it, so you feel really like smooth afterwards, which is lovely. So that was one of my favourite products from the whole system. And actually all their moisturising parts and the things that the repairing creams and the moisturisers were really lovely, and seemed to do what they are meant to do. So those parts of the system is really good. But this part didn't work for me. This was the revitalising toner. I don't know whether it's because I didn't persevere with it quite long enough, but this seemed to bring out the spots a bit more in me. I don't know whether it's because I'm just ultra sensitive or perhaps I was allergic to one of the ingredients in it, but this part of the system didn't work for me. I'm guessing everyone's different. But like I said, the other products definitely worth giving a shot. I don't know whether I'm saying it correctly, but Thermal Evin, oh, someone French help me out. Anyway, this brand, all the products seem really lovely. I don't have the bottle of the product which was my like star product, but it was a foaming face wash, and that was another product that was gentle yet effective. It worked a treat, so I definitely give this brand a try, and I often see this one mentioned by other beauty bloggers and celebrities and stuff, and it seems to be a bit of a favourite, and I don't think that's because they've just got really good PRs. I think it's actually a really good product. So yeah, because I said it wrong, I'll put a close up so you can see. Well, that's backwards, isn't it? Anyway. There's a lot of people say that light therapy is quite good for spots, and years ago now, probably scarily, I went to kind of a launch of the Oxy Clear Light thing, which is a blue light which you put against your skin and on the particularly angry areas of your skin, and it's meant to reduce inflammation and just improve your acne. And I remember it did seem to work when I used it at the time, but it was quite a painstakingly long process because you have to hold it on your skin for, I can't remember how many seconds, like maybe 20 seconds, which is fine if you just have the odd spot. But if you're having to cover your entire face and do this, it's going to take far too long. So this sort of product, probably great for those that just suffer with the odd belter of a spot, but those that have quite a lot of coverage of acne, not so good. But I know that there are treatments you can go to at salons and dermatologists and stuff that use this light therapy, you know, on larger areas. So that's something worth looking into. At the moment, I'm just using Clean and Clear Morning Energy Skin Brightening Daily Facial Scrub. Now it's oil free, which I think is an important feature of it, particularly if you tend to be a bit greasy. And this has got exfoliating like balls in it, and it has lemon and papaya extracts. Now the reason I like this is because it, you know, slays off all those crusty bits that you get if you've got acne and that you've got healing scabs and stuff like that. But it also leaves my skin looking a bit brighter. My skin tends to look quite dull because of everything that, you know, I'm putting it through and the lack of sun, etc. But this seems to give it a bit of a boost in the morning, so I'm really liking that. If you're putting all this effort into improving your skin, your naked skin, it seems silly to be putting on any old product on top of it for the majority of the day. Who knows what damage that's doing or how that's going to prevent, you know, it getting better. So I think you should really think about what foundation you're putting on. I go for the Clinique Anti-Blemish Solution because that gives me sort of confidence and peace of mind that even though I am putting something on my skin which probably isn't the best thing to do if you've got acne prone skin, at least this is doing something to fight the problem while I wear it, and it's definitely not going to make the problem worse. And I remember I used to just buy any old cheap foundation, and at the end of the day I just have more spots, and then I'd just put on more foundation next day and it would be, you know, it would just get worse and worse, and you end up with foundation that thick and spots even bigger. So definitely recommend this. Once again, it's Clinique, so it's not cheap, but it's a really nice foundation. It's got good coverage, which I need because I've got scarring. It doesn't get all shiny and sweaty, it stays relatively matte. You've got a huge range of colours, and like I said, my skin seems to improve by wearing foundation, which is pretty cool. Like I've said before, you can get these areas of like cracking and dryness and scabs and things that look like, I don't know, you end up looking like a bit of a flapjack facially. So you want to make sure that you're not just looking after your acne, you're also thinking about moisturising your skin and keeping it plump and soft. Now, this is a bit tricky because so many moisturisers and creams are very oily or very rich, very dense, very thick, and they just clog up your pores. So in trying to kind of keep your skin soft, youthful and plump, you end up just creating like a lasagna face. So I found for me the best solution is serums. They do the job of moisturisers, if not better. They're light, they're kind of refreshing, they soak into the skin really quickly and really well, and you know, are a good base for makeup. A lot of them are great in terms of wrinkles too, so you're combating aging as well. So rather than buying a moisturising cream, I'd definitely recommend serums instead. I think I've covered everything in terms of the products that have worked for me. If I think of any more, I will of course pass on the news to you. It's obviously an ongoing thing. Like I said earlier, your skin gets used to products and it gets an immunity to them, so they stop functioning as well as they originally did. So it's important that you're always on the lookout for new products that work for you and your skin type and your lifestyle and all that sort of stuff. So always be on the lookout, try new things. It's not always going to be successful, but there's always that chance you're going to stumble on that miracle product. So it can be quite a fun, you know, investigative process. But if you've come up with any or found any that have worked for you, please let me know, because like I said, it's an ongoing battle. Today I've got a bunch of Rice Krispies on my chin because I'm on, which is great. So yeah, hope this was helpful. Let me know how you found any of these products, if you've also used them. Thanks for watching.